Valentine's Day, because this will come out.
Oh yeah, this will come out on Wednesday.
Woohoo.
Pink Student Pod.
Yep.
Pink Holiday.
Pink Holiday, pink and red, and all things. Do you think we're gonna rebrand at some point?
Yes.
Okay.
I think when we have the mental and physical time and capacity, I think we're gonna rebrand. I'm not sure what yet.
I know, because I like our vibe right now. It was very where we were at in that moment, and we haven't been out of that moment for very long. But at the same time, I feel like a lot's changed ever since we first started.
Yeah.
The pod.
But could we ever, you know what would be kind of funny is if we were the Pink Standard Pod, but like nothing about our brand was pink.
I would kind of love that.
I think it'd be kind of the move.
That'd be fun.
I know.
Huh. You never know. More the future, or we don't know what the future
We
holds.
don't know anything about the future
Anything
relating to this podcast, but we're here now for our 21st episode.
Woohoo!
Valentine's Day.
Aww.
What are your thoughts on Valentine's Day? Because people have like hot takes on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I don't know, because I've had really sweet Valentine's Day before, and then I've had really not sweet, and then I've had ones where there was no one involved in it at all. I think it's a girl holiday though.
It is a girl holiday.
Like, for the guy to give to the girl and for girls to celebrate with each other.
Yeah. I agree, because I was literally thinking, like, I don't think I'm gonna have a Valentine's Day party this year.
Does that make you sad?
Yeah, it makes me sad. But I'm like, it's not really about the Galentines, but I'm like, but it is.
But it's for the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but, okay, so this is your first Valentine's single in a while.
I know.
How does that make you feel?
Amazing.
You're like here for it.
This is awesome. No, okay. So I feel like, and everyone says this, but there's so much pressure put on Valentine's Day. And I am the kind of person that gets really excited about things. And like, I love holidays. And if what I have in mind isn't what happens, especially when I've planned something, like last year I had something planned, and then we just got into a fight, and I was like, this is awful. I hate it here.
And you had it planned?
Yeah. And like, I worked really hard to like plan everything. It was awful.
Why do I always feel like though, the more pressure and planning that goes into something, the more room there is for it to just like blow up?
Oh, 100%. Which is so sad.
It is sad.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I like a good chill Valentine's. There are two things that I always will want though. Flowers and a card.
Cute.
And I want you to tell me why you love me. Why you're obsessed with me.
A poem in
Right.
the card.
Yeah, preferably.
Actually, do poems give me the ick?
If a guy wrote me a poem, I would never be with a guy that would be writing me poems.
No.
Because I'm not into artsy guys.
No, I think I would like, I would have to force myself like, oh, they're just being silly. Because if they were trying to be serious, that would give me the ick. Like, it doesn't have to be poetic. Just write me like, yeah. One time Jake did a list of, I can't remember how, I think it was for an anniversary. And it was like a certain month we were celebrating. And he just did a list of like 8 reasons for our 8th month what he loved about me.
Love.
And I was like, okay, that's cute. Like there's some like rhythm to it, but it's not like you're sitting there rhyming and like Romeo, you know, vibes.
Yeah. What my family does every year on our birthdays, I don't know if we talked about this on the pod, but like they will write reasons why they love you, the amount that you're returning for your birthday. Okay, so for my 21st birthday, they wrote 21 things about me.
Cute.
That they loved about me. And I really like that. So like something like that. But no, I think that a card and flowers on Valentine's Day is the bare minimum.
So I was thinking about flowers today and I was like, why is it that girls love flowers so much? Why do you think that is? Because I cannot imagine there'd be a girl out there that would tell someone never to get her flowers.
Yeah.
They're just the best.
I don't know, but it's sad to me whenever girls pretend like they don't like flowers just because their boyfriend or husband or whatever doesn't get them flowers. I know I'm thinking of one specific girl right now who was like, yeah, like I don't really like flowers to her boyfriend, but then she's always like complaining. And I'm like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so here's something I've learned about males is kind of like if you like something and want something, you have to tell them. Like, and I'm sorry, it's maybe not the most romantic thing to be like, hey, I really like flowers. Like, I would love if you got me flowers. And props to the guys that just know, and maybe they've had experience in the past with a girl to know, or like they have a mother that explicitly tells them these things. But I'm like, there's really nothing wrong with spelling it out for them what you want. And then you can be upset if they don't do that, because that's where like your needs are obviously being ignored. But to continually tell a guy you don't like something and expect him to like reverse psychology it,
Yeah.
you can't, that's not fair.
No. I just talked about this with one of my mentors, and she was just like giving me advice, and she's like, you have to realize the things that you start at the very beginning are going to be the things that you do for like the rest of forever.
Are you talking about in a relationship?
In a relationship. And I mean a friendship. Honestly,
Yeah.
It could go whichever way you want it to. So if you start off with your boyfriend, you've been dating for 3 months, he's never gotten you flowers, you really want flowers, but you're not willing to tell him that, do not be expecting flowers 10 years from now, because he will not get you flowers because you didn't tell him to.
Right.
But if you tell him to and he's like, no, like flowers, you can find flowers for $5.
Literally. The ugly, like, purple and yellow dyed ones.
Yeah, but they're still flowers.
I'm telling you, like, yeah, do a little better maybe, but a girl will still be.
Get the white ones. What are those called?
Baby's breath?
The
little one?
Yes.
The daisy ones?
Like, they're so pretty. They're aesthetic. She's going to post them on her Instagram.
Yes.
It's just so easy to be a guy.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I have another thing
I
about...
think I answered your question. Why do girls like flowers?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're so cute. Anyway, next.
They're just wholesome.
Yeah.
And sweet. And romantic.
Yeah. And, yeah, I don't know. They're just, like, happy. And I think because maybe they do die, and so you, like, know there has to be new ones. Like, there's an end to them.
I think that's what it is. There's an end to it, and so you have to enjoy them as much as you can in the moment, because you know, like, in a couple weeks, that exact bouquet won't be in your house anymore.
Yeah. So if you are going to take anything away from this and you're male, buy your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, anything, buy them flowers. If you want a girl to like you, buy her flowers. They can be the cheapest flowers ever. I promise.
Literally, go to Walmart and just...
Yeah.
Don't put too much thought into it and just do it.
Yeah. Okay, what were you going to say? Sorry.
Posting, when couples... Maybe we've talked about this on here before, but when couples, like when a guy gets a girl, say candy and flowers, and the girl like immediately posts it and like types, oh my gosh, like look what blah blah just did for me. And it's like a constant, like this is a constant recurring thing. Do you think that is reason to get annoyed, or do you think if you're annoyed by that, you're projecting like your own anger and like insecurities onto these people?
I think a year ago I would have said that it's annoying, but I think being much more self-aware, I think it's projection of your own anger that your boyfriend's not doing that. And if someone wants to post something, like, let them post it.
Yeah.
Because the reality is that they might be posting it, but they argue every single night.
Yeah.
And so you don't know. And so who cares?
Right.
You know? But
social media is literally, you have
fake.
Yes, and you are responsible for your narrative that you put out, and no one else can tell you what kind of narrative you can put out about your life. Like, at the end of the day, it's your platform, your page. Like, you can make it look as fake as you want, but you have to go to sleep at night, like, knowing that what you're putting out there is not always genuine. And like, if you can sleep at night and that's fine, great. And then some people feel like they should post like a little more of the hard times and the bad times.
Yeah.
You know? So I just don't think we can really sit here and try to unpack what someone's posting all the time.
Yeah. You shouldn't have enough time for that.
No. Get a hobby.
You should get a hobby, you should get another job, you should read a book or something, but yeah. No, Valentine's Day, there's a lot of hype around it, and I think that it can be really sweet. I think that it should not be I never wanted to be like super flashy. Like, I just wanted to be something sweet, like a homemade meal, or go out to dinner, like, and have that be nice. But I am down for more of a sentimental Valentine's Day than an elaborate,
Mm-hmm.
expensive. I don't think Valentine's Day should be expensive.
No, I don't think it should be either, because you're literally just coming off of Christmas.
Oh my
And like,
gosh.
I think Christmas is the one holiday where if you want to spend a little more on gifts, I think that's the time to do it. But I think, no, I think birthdays, I take that back. I think birthdays should be like highest ranking gift, then Christmas, because you are buying for a lot more people on Christmas, so you can't just like pour all your money into one person. Yes, ma'am.
I was just gonna say, I like what you're saying. I think birthday should be dedicated to the person, like a huge thing. I think Christmas is your time to do like an experience. Like we're gonna go on this trip, and that's gonna be like our Christmas gift to each other type of thing. I'm down for Christmas to be more of that than Valentine's Day. That's when you whip out the card, and the flowers and the homemade dinner.
Yeah, I think Valentine's should just be like, I would be totally happy with just a date night of some sort.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even need, I mean, flowers, I would love. Like, my ideal Valentine's Day, we'll see if Jake checks it off. I'm spelling it out for you, babe. Flowers and a card.
Mm-hmm.
Or like chocolates and a card, preferably flowers. And then I don't think we'll be able to do a date on Valentine's Day night because we have plans, like, we have prior commitments, but just like a nice dinner.
Yeah.
Sometime this week.
Love.
And that's it.
Do you want him to plan it, or are you gonna plan it?
I want the cards and flowers to be from him, and that's on his own. But I can like weigh in and help plan the dinner. I don't mind doing that.
Love.
Because I feel like, I mean, we are married now, so like a lot of what we do is a partnership, and so
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm happy making the reservation at this point. You know what I mean? Like I'll still take a reservation anytime. I think that's such a lick. But I'm not like gonna get bent out of shape if I'm the one making the call and like getting the table.
Okay. Going off of you being married now, how have you changed since being married? Or have you even noticed any changes? Like you, Lydia, not you and Jake in your relationship, because you just talked about like how it's a partnership and whatnot, but how have you changed?
I don't know, that's hard. I feel like that's hard for me to see myself changing. I feel like it would be easier to like ask the people around me how I've changed. Because a lot of the changes I have made are, I would say, more just, I'm maybe more aware of how I'm like spending money, or I'm more aware of how I spend my time and energy, because I'm now like, I don't know, they all have to do with Jake.
Yeah.
So I don't know if, I'm sure there are changes as an individual, but it's because like I'm becoming more aware of who he is in my life, and so I am like adjusting certain things. Like I just took a trip to Arizona with my sister, and I loved it. It was so much fun, but it's almost like the longer we're married, the more I'm like, I missed him more, and I like, we just have a life now together.
Yeah.
And so I can't even imagine like 20 years down the road how intertwined two people can be. But I do think it is good to take time away from each other. And I thought the trip was so great, just like come back and make you appreciate that person so much more. So I don't know. I wish I had a better answer for you for that.
No, I think that makes sense. And I think that the fact that you don't notice any drastic changes says that you knew who you were whenever you and Jake got married, which I think is really important.
Yeah.
And should be required before you marry someone, to fully know who you are as an individual, as Lydia. So then you guys can come together as Jake and Lydia, two whole people, and like form a life together. I think that's actually really good.
Okay.
Maybe not.
I'll take it. I mean, I'm happy, and like I do feel like I've still retained a lot of my individuality. So I don't know.
Love.
I mean, I would love to hear maybe what like my sister has to say about this, or my closest friends.
Yeah.
But I honestly like don't really feel like it's been. The fact that we're married blows my mind, because I just still feel like we're two like high schoolers just like living life, trying to adult together.
That's fun though.
It is fun. I don't think I'd have it any other way.
Have you watched, I don't know if you want to talk about your friends on here, or maybe not your friends, maybe some people that you don't really consider friends. Have you seen them change a lot, like whenever they get into a marriage, or a committed relationship or something like that? And like, what type of changes are those?
I think you can see the change just when someone gets into a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's when the change happens the most. And I mean, I've definitely seen friends get more distant, friends not come around as much. I've seen that whole thing happen. I've never really witnessed, you know how like you see those people that just drastically like change their personality, their likes, their interests, everything for a person? I've never seen that. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Have you?
But more so in high school.
Yeah.
Not as much in college.
Yeah.
I feel like. Yeah.
I think that would check out because I mean, you're so young in high school. I still feel like you're very much discovering yourself, as you are in college too. But there's sometimes in high school, I think people seem like life or death, like relationships seem like life or death.
Yeah.
So I can see people like going to drastic lengths to change themselves for that one person. Do you feel like you changed yourself for your past relationship?
Yeah. It's weird because everyone is like, oh my gosh, you're so different now.
Ooh.
In like a good way. Like it's only been positive things.
Okay, wait, tell me more.
I don't know. Because I'm like, well, what do you mean? They're like, I don't know, you're just so different. I think the biggest thing is I feel lighter. I feel very light. And that's how my parents described it, like the first 2 weeks. Like once I hit like that 2-week mark after, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. My life is over, you know. There was lots of drama. And my dad just looked at me, he goes, Ellie, you are so much lighter. Like you are just glowing and floating. And I was like, I feel like I'm falling apart. And he's like, well, yeah, you are. That too.
Lightly though.
Yeah, lightly. So I don't know. And it's really interesting too because a lot of my college friends don't know me in a relationship. And so it kind of scares me to get into a relationship. Not that that's a thing that I'm thinking about right now necessarily, unless it's Nick Bosa. Please.
Please notice our pod.
Please. Anyway, I think they would all be fine with the changes that would come after that.
You reinvent yourself for him, and I'd be like, all right, go get it, girl.
Yes. But it scares me because I'm like, these friends don't know what I'm like in a relationship, and I feel like I'm pretty much the same, other than the obvious things. Like, and we were in a long-term relationship, so it's like you do the whole like running it by, not asking permission, but it was just very like we just went back and forth with a lot of things. Like we just lived life together. So I don't know. I'm just scared to see what I'm like, new Ellie, I guess, in a relationship because I don't even know what that would be like.
Well, and I hope that I think for the right person, you will not feel that heaviness return. I feel like you'll still get. Are you okay? I feel like a sign that you're in a healthy, good relationship is going to be that you can remain your light, airy Ellie that you've discovered through this journey.
Yeah.
And I think probably a lot of the heaviness was just the fact of you carried so much probably like burden and just
a lot of the relationship.
You probably carried a lot of the relationship on your shoulders and internalized a lot of things maybe. And so I think if you ever feel that again, that's like your body telling you this isn't good. And then I think I'm excited to see you in a new relationship.
I don't know what I'm gonna be like. I just want to know.
I hope that you're just yourself, and I feel like you can be and you will be.
Yeah.
Because I think you really know what you want now. And I think that person is just gonna come alongside of who you are now and just let you exist like that.
Yeah. No, I asked one of my friends because I was like, tell me ways I've changed. She goes, your hair. I was like, okay, well, yeah, obviously, but that was like a month ago. Like, that wasn't.
But I mean, it makes a big difference.
It does make a big difference. I feel like my personality hasn't changed with my hair. That's what I was really nervous about.
No, I haven't.
No, I was really scared though. I was like, great. I'm going,
Like
the dark side.
of Ellie comes out.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel a lot more confident in who I am, and I think because it solely relies on me. Like there's not someone else that I'm trying to feel confident through, which I feel like a lot of people find their primary source of confidence in their relationship,
Totally.
which is not good.
No.
Because you're relying on another individual,
Yes.
which is just not good. You should be confident in your relationship, but your confidence shouldn't be defined by your relationship.
I love that. Yeah.
That was really smart. Wow.
Clip that. Everyone take out your notes.
Say that. And that's what I really struggled with, was I found I let my relationship define my level of self-confidence, which I thought that I was really confident, but now single, I'm like, I was not at all.
Yeah.
Like I feel more confident than I have ever felt in my entire life. About what? I don't know.
I think you're ready for a relationship when you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am perfectly okay with who I am by myself.
Yeah.
And even if you don't jump into one like the next day or week or month after you come to that realization, I think that should definitely be a prerequisite to getting into a relationship, because again, like you're saying, so many people crave that, and so they try to find it in a relationship, but then it leads to them never truly being happy in themselves and confident.
Yeah.
So, because I feel like I came to that realization, I like never dated in high school or early college. I mean, I guess kind of early college I started dating Jake, but I was always like very confident in who I was. And yes, there's been wavering moments and I've had to like come to terms with that, but yeah, I made sure that was in check before I was ready. And I think that's what you're doing now, and
Yeah.
and how like you'll go into your next relationship, because yeah, you do see a lot of people that are masking their confidence just by being like those people that cannot be single.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
And that's not healthy.
No.
Because whenever I first got out of it, like I was literally like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to be alone. I don't know how to be me alone. I actually really like me alone.
I know.
She's pretty fun. She's fun to hang out with. She's really nice and she really likes girls. Like, no, like really likes girls as friends, which I always have, but there was always like that shield of like insecurity around them, because it always felt like a competition, like competing for my boyfriend's attention. But now I don't feel that, and it's the best feeling ever. So I still very much like men, but
let us be clear about that. No, I hate that. I hate that, like, you know, it's so normalized for girls to walk into a room and constantly be like leveling themselves up to the rest of the girls in the room. And you just, once you let go of that, it just opens you up to being so much more free, to making deeper female friendships. But yeah, like I've been through seasons of my life where I've constantly been trying to compare myself to every single girl in the room. And it's just exhausting.
And I think that's what happens when you let your relationship be your main source of confidence. Like, it's not a secure form of that.
Right, because you're constantly trying to protect it at all costs, because it can be taken from you like that.
Right. But, yeah. Crazy.
Okay, well, that was good.
That was good. Did you have any other questions?
No, I'm trying to think of any other little Valentine's Day fun topics.
Have you ever gotten a Valentine that you didn't know who it was from?
So at my high school, we did like, oh my gosh, what were they called?
Like send a thing.
Candygrams?
Yeah, Candygrams.
And I did get a couple of those anonymously, but my high school is so small that we just like, you can narrow it down so easily. But no, I've never had a mystery Valentine.
I want flowers to like show up at my door, and I want to not know who they're from.
Which I feel like was like how Valentine's was meant to be.
Yeah.
Was give it to some, like, very much mystery. Will you be my Valentine?
Yeah.
Like, what does that even mean? Will you be my Valentine?
Will you go? I don't know. Like, will you be the person that I spend Valentine's Day with?
Yeah, just that day. You know what I mean?
But I want that.
No, I think it's cute.
I want to like post my address and just hope that I get something.
Do it.
Lydia.
Oh, that's true. Don't post your address. That was dumb. You probably get a lot of other things besides a Valentine.
Death threats.
Yeah. Maybe your boys downstairs. They know where you live.
They're gonna be like, screw you. You're literally so loud with your high heels.
You just come knock on the door and be like, so guys, where are my flowers?
You guys know what today is, right? Be like, leave. You
They're
need to
like,
leave.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Hump day.
No. Okay, I will say, this is a mark on Jake. He literally asked, he's like, so when's Valentine's Day again? This was yesterday.
Was he joking?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Wednesday, you have 3 days. Figure it
Yeah.
out.
Unless he's tricking you. He might be. You never know.
No, we can think that. I can let myself think.
Yeah,
He's just tricking me.
He's tricking. He's doing a good job. Really good job. No.
Yeah, but no. Valentine's Day is a girl holiday.
Yeah. In conclusion.
In conclusion, these are what we've discovered from this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the girls. Because I've been thinking about Valentine's Day for weeks.
Correct. No, my friends and I are like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What's the plan?
Do you have an outfit? Like, what are you wearing?
I don't know. I think that they want to dress cute, which is so fun. I really just want to wear this though.
Just put on like pink shoes or a hat, a pink hat. Chocolate covered strawberry vibe. Is this black? No, that's black.
It is.
I thought
I
it was
know.
chocolate
I
brown for
keep
a second.
thinking that it's
Oh,
blue. The cloud.
there you go.
No, but I don't know what I'm gonna wear. And then on Wednesday, my gosh. So Wednesday is actually a Valentine's Day, and these pledges, which is like when you are like getting initiated into a frat, that's what they call them, pledges. They reached out to me. They're like, "Hey, can we talk about events on Wednesday?" And I was like, "Dude, it's Valentine's Day." He's like, "So?" Like, there's like 5 of them. He's like, "Yeah, me and my friend," because I am the VPCR, like over community relations. So like, it's my job.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you can't. And I was like, from 5 to 6, I'm available. Like, I felt like such a loser, so I'm gonna go hang out with freshmen from 5 to 6 on Valentine's Day.
Because they want to meet to plan events.
Yeah. I'm like, this better be a secret.
Can they not have waited?
This better be a secret Valentine's Day surprise.
They're just all sitting there with bouquets.
I would not be mad. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I'd take all 5 of them.
Yeah.
But also on Wednesday, I have church that night, and so if you're there on Valentine's Day, you were single, correct?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can see who's single.
That's true, unless there's, couples that go together.
Hopefully they were sitting together.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope on Valentine's Day church.
Like the bare minimum people.
Sit together. No, that is a good.
So maybe
You
I'll
know what? If you're single, maybe go check out a church on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Stuma.
Yeah.
Be there, be
Here in
square.
Springfield?
Carrington Hall, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's definitely,
Anyway, so those are my Valentine's Day plans.
Yeah, we will also be at church.
Yeah, love.
So, maybe we can hit a late dinner.
Yeah. Half price apps.
No, we can't.
You love
We
half price
can't.
apps.
I do love half
Every
price
time after a game, you're like, I wonder if Terry, you want to get half price apps?
Applebee's half price apps, you guys, are where it's at.
So good.
But I've never voiced this to them, so if they listen, they'll know. They don't even get my favorite one.
What do you want?
I want the quesadilla.
Ooh.
Which, why am I not just saying this?
Gotta communicate,
I
Lydia.
do. I'm like sitting here preaching communication and I can't even speak.
They
up
would
that
get
I want the
they would get you
quesadilla.
8 quesadillas.
They would.
They
And
wouldn't
I
even
think that's
care.
why I don't even want to say it, is because they're so
I'll come and be like,
accommodating.
guys, everyone want the quesadilla.
You should.
And then you'll be like, this is awesome. This is my favorite.
Let's get this every time.
Please.
Forget the wonton tacos. I want the quesadilla. No, they're big wing people.
Mm.
And I don't love wings.
Bone or bone in? Boneless.
I think I'm starting to actually like bone in because I feel like you get a better flavor. Boneless are just so breaded to me.
There's like chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they're just breaded with a bunch of sauce on them.
Yeah, like tenders.
But
Yum. I'm hungry.
I know, we can wrap this up.
Okay. Anyway, we love you guys so much. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and subscribe on YouTube. And I think that's it. But
That is it.
anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Tell people what you want.
Tell people you love them.
People aren't my readers.
Nope.
But anyway, I'm Eliana.
I'm Lydia.
And we are
the Pink Standard.
Love
Extra
you guys.
kisses.